What's up YouTube, this is Joe from Zephyr Wargames and I'm profiling to you guys one of my all-time favourites and the first deck that I ever won a locals with, and that is Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon, or just Galaxy Photons deck. So this is not the cyber build, though I probably may do a cyber build in the distant future, just because Cyber Dragon's got a huge amount of support, Galaxy Eye's got a huge amount of support, so it'll be nice to see how that variant of the deck looks in this current stage. But at the moment, this is just a pure Galaxy Photon build, using all the new support that we have recently got, that really bumps up the consistency of the deck. Allowing for so many plays, so much consistency, and very fun and interesting Xyz plays in the forms of one of the new trap cards that we've recently got, which you can pull off quite nicely. So with all that said and done, let's get into this awesome profile. So I just love Galaxy. I love Galaxy. It's just such a fun deck. To start off with, we have our star of the deck, Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon. It's your main deck boss monster if you ever do summon it and keep it onto the field, but most of the times you're going to be using it for your link plays, your Xyz plays, and all that kind of stuff. So you'll rarely ever keep him onto the field, but when you do, it has a very nice battle effect where if it battles, you can banish both it and the opponent's monster and return them after the battle phase. And if it was an Xyz with materials, you get 500 points for each material that it lost. That part of the effect never comes up nowadays because not many people Xyz summon. But if it does, it does. But mostly you're just going to be using this for your Xyz plays to go into your very strong rank 8s. To combo with that, we do have our 3 copies of Galaxy Knight. You can normal summon without tributing if you control a Photon or Galaxy monster, and then you can lose it. So you can have it lose 1,000 attack to special summon 1 Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon from your graveyard, and then instantly you can just then go into your Xyz play. Just overall, it's a very nice card. Being level 8, it's trading fodder as well, and being a Galaxy, it's Galaxy fodder. Moving on to Galaxy Soldier in his actual deck. So Galaxy Soldier, you can ditch a light monster to summon this card, and then you can add a Galaxy monster from your deck to your hand. Just simple as that. You can then go into your Xyz plays for your rank 5s. You can go into your link plays as well. Overall, Galaxy Soldier is huge consistency for the deck because we actually play Galaxy monsters in this deck other than himself. You can grab your Galaxy Knight and then you can normal summon it. Get your Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon. So if you literally open Knight, Soldier, and Photon Dragon, it's a rank 8 just there. Which is very nice. Combat with anything else, you got a link as well. So Galaxy Soldier is very, very strong in this deck. Then we play 3 Galaxy Wizards. We play a lot of 3-ofs in this deck just because we want to have as much consistency as possible, and Wizard helps us do that. You contribute this card to add any Galaxy card from your deck to your hand, and once per turn you can also make this card level 8 until the end phase. So it combos very well with the spell cards that we have in this deck, and just being able to search any Galaxy card for essentially for free is just too good to not miss out. I do tech in 1 Galaxy Eyes Cloud Dragon. This is a card I always like to tech in just as a one-of at least, because you contribute this card special summon any Galaxy Eyes from your graveyard, and then once per duel you can attach it to a Galaxy Xyz as material. So you can literally just get back any Galaxy Xyz from your graveyard. So then you can just rank them up into your higher Xyz monsters. Or you can just get back Galaxy Eyes and just do that. Now, so there's a Galaxy monsters. Moving on to the Photons. 3 Photon Thrasher, just in his own deck. Just a free special summon of a Photon monster, so then you can normal summon your Galaxy Knight and do your Xyz plays from there. But you can also just do some nice link plays with Photon Thrasher. Combos very well with the first of the new monsters, Photon Vanisher. So what Vanisher does is that cannot be normal summon or set, must be special summon from your hand while you control a Photon or Galaxy monster. Cannot attack the turn it's special summon. You can only special summon Photon Vanisher once per turn. If this card is special summoned, you can add one Galaxy Eyes Photon from your deck to your hand. And then exceeds monster special summon using this card as material gains this effect. Banish any monster destroyed by battle with this card. So in terms of like the anime kind of like deal, you know, special summon your fashion, you special summon your banisher, add Galaxy Eyes, tribute summon Galaxy Eyes, if you're going to go by like an anime-ish route. But really what you're going to be using this is for your link summons. And then adding the Galaxy Eyes as well is very important, because then you have an additional monster that you can discard for trading fodder and stuff like that. And then if you have Galaxy Knight, is a free summon for him as well. But you also use him for your rank 4 plays, and we play two very nice rank 4s in our deck to get us some nice consistency. And then to round up the monsters, I do play 3 of the Photon Orbitals. Can't believe they made us an ultra rare and really hard to pull. It's very annoying. I need to now get 2 more of these, because Photon Orbital is just so good for the deck. During your main phase, you can target a photon or a galaxy monster you control. Equip this card to it from your hand or field, and it gains 500 attack. Also, it cannot be destroyed by battle. You can send this equipped card to the graveyard. Add one photon or galaxy monster from your deck to your hand, except orbital. You can only use this effect of photon orbital once per turn. So if you have multiple copies in your hand, you can equip all of them to monsters you control, giving them 500 attack points. But then you can only use the second effect of just sending it to graveyard to search a photon or galaxy card once per turn. But overall, such good consistency for the deck. Being a photon monster as well can help you go into Exceeds plays. And if you wanted to take it in, probably in the cyber variant, you can machine dupe this and get some nice link plays from there. So those are the monsters. For the spells, probably like the best spell in the deck is just Photon Sanctuary, just because of Hypiogen. Just it's an instant link 2 for the deck, while also being a photon monster in terms of the tokens that it summons for your Galaxy Knight. Just overall, Photon Sanctuary is just an amazing card. I only played 2 Expedition. 3 just gets way too cloggy. I've never gone back to 3 for a long time. I dropped it down to 2 quite a long time ago. If you've seen my previous, if you've seen my profiles in the past, you know how much I like just Photon Sanctuary Expedition at 2. I know Galaxy Expedition, so I know it's a really strong card. And it's just literally gets you in Xyz, but when it bricks hard. So I only play it at 2, and it's so searchable in this deck now. I did play 1 Roto. We played quite a few warriors that just wanted to get to our hand to start our plays off. 3 trade-ins. We played 6 level 8s in this deck, and like 1, and they're all searchable. So trade-ins never really dead. 2 copies of Pot of Desires. We need as much consistency as possible to dig into our deck to get into the combo pieces that we need. I always like 1 copy of Foolish Bow in this deck, in a deck like this, which requires some like certain monsters to be in the graveyard, because it literally just gets some monsters in the graveyard and helps you get your plays going. This makes Galaxy Knight live in terms of like the getting you a Galaxy Eyes from your graveyard. I do play 3 resurrection spells in the form of Soul Charge, Monster Reborn, and Galaxy Zero. Galaxy Zero being very searchable in this deck, being a Galaxy card. And until we get the new support from the next main set, I do play some trap cards in this deck. I do play 2 Tachyon Transmigration. This is a really busted trap card if you can put it off late in the chain link, as it literally negates everything in the chain link. That was before this card. So long as you control a Galaxy Eyes monster. It says, if you control a Galaxy Eyes monster, negate the activations of your opponent's spells, traps, and monster effects activated before this card in the chain. And if you do, shuffle the negated cards on the field into the deck. If you control a Galaxy Eyes Tachyon, if you control a Tachyon monster, you can activate this card from your hand. So it's a nice hand trap if you summon a Tachyon, which we do play 1 of them in the extra deck. One of the new trap cards recently came out is Eternal Galaxy, and I really like this card for the gimmick that it can do. Is that if you control a Photon or Galaxy monster, target 1 Exceeds monster you control. Special summon from the extra deck 1 Photon or Galaxy Exceeds that is 4 ranks higher than that target by using that card as material. This is treating Exceeds summon, transfer its materials to the summoned monster. You can use this effect with Eternal Galaxy once per turn. Literally, turn your rank 4 into a rank 8 Galaxy. Just what more could you want from a trap card like that? And all you have to do is control a Photon or Galaxy monster, which is very easy to do because that's all of our deck. And I play one of the Photon change trap cards as well, which is send this card to the graveyard during your second standby phase after activation. You can use this, you only use the following effect of Photon change once per turn. Send one Photon Galaxy monster you control to the graveyard to activate one of these effects, or if you send Galaxy Photon, you can activate both in sequence. Special summon one Photon monster from your deck with a different original name. Add one Photon card from your deck to your hand except Photon change. So this is a nice way to get your Photon Sanctuary if you haven't got that yet. And you can also just play Sanctuary and then play this to just add anything else that you need. So you can add in, so you can like play Sanctuary, then flip this up, tribute one of the tokens, add Photon Orbital, equip Photon Orbital to Sanctuary token, send Photon Orbital to graveyard, add another card. So you can get some nice consistency out of this. It's a shame that it's a continuous trap and not just a continuous spell. But hey ho, we can't get everything that we want. Now can we? So that's the main deck. Let's move on to the extra deck. I do play one full armor Photon Dragons to pop cards and being a 4K beat stick. One Cypher Blade Dragon, so glad this came out a while ago. More popping. And you can also special summon a Cypher Dragon if it's destroyed, I think. So then you also got Cypher Dragons being able to steal and then rank up. One Prime Photon just to get over anything in the game, basically. I do play two Galaxy Eyes, number 90 Galaxy Eyes Photon Lords, just for that effect negation and consistency of Galaxy cards. One Tachyon Dragon, I always like Tachyon Dragon, my extra deck. One Hope Harbinger Titanic Galaxy. It is a Galaxy monster still, so it works very well in the deck. And it got recently reprinted as well in the same special edition as Eternal Galaxy, so you can pick these cards up now quite cheaply. One Felgrand. Shout outs to you, Carl. I still play Felgrand. Felgrand's still a very nice card to go into. One Infinity Nova for your Galaxy Soldiers. And the new XCs in the extra deck is Starliege Photon Blast Dragon. So what this card does is it takes 2 level 4s to make. If this card is XC summon, you can special summon one Photon monster from your hand. While this XC summon card is on the field, your opponent cannot target monsters you control with 2,000 or more attack with card effects. Also, they cannot be destroyed by opponent's card effects. Once per opponent's turn, quick effect, you can detach one XC's material from this card. Then target one of your Galaxy Photon Dragon that is either banished or in your graveyard and special summon it. That's 2,500 defense and 1,800 attack. So sadly, on summon does not protect itself, but you can just simply equip Photon Orbital to it, giving it 500 attack buff to 2,300, and then it can start protecting itself. But overall, a nice card as consistency, and it also gets you 3 monsters onto the board. And I play one Starliege Lord Galaxy. I'm so glad I can actually play this card again in the extra deck. You can detach. It takes 2 level 4 Photon monsters, and it has 2,000 attack and 2,100 defense. And once per turn, you detach 1 or 2 of these materials from this card. Apply the effects depending on the number of materials detached. Detach 1, special summon 1 Photon, Galaxy Photon from your hand. Detach 2, special summon 1 from your deck. So literally, you'll make like your link, then you'll make this, and you attach 2, summon Galaxy Eyes. Then you play like maybe an expedition if you have that, summon something else, make a rank 8. And you may think, oh well, now Galaxion is just now dead on the field. And that's when like Eternal Galaxy comes in, because then during your opponent's turn, you can just turn Galaxion into any rank 8 of your choice. It's very nice. And then to round up the extra, I just play 2 Hip Hyosians. Once the next set comes out, we will be playing the new Galaxy Link that you should have seen from my last profile of this when I was using proxies of all the new support. At the moment, just 2 copies of Hip Hip is just enough for you to use. You can play like a Link 3 if you want to, like Deco Talker or something like that, just nice and generic. Or you can just play like another Link 2, maybe like a Lamphonics if you want to, or just a 3rd copy of Hip Hip. It's completely up to you. But that, guys, is the deck. I hope you all enjoyed it. So yeah, stay tuned to the channel. There may be a cyber variant of this coming up sometime soon. I just need to work on it, work out the kinks, work out the consistency, and then I'll be happily to share that to you guys. I can't wait to see how the consistency of that one has improved, and if it's better than just the Photon build. But yes, as always, guys, like, comment, subscribe to the channel, and until next time, guys, as always, happy dueling.
What's up, YouTube? Thanks for watching that video. I hope you liked it. If you did, hit that like button, and of course don't forget to hit that big red subscribe button in the bottom left hand corner and the notification bell so you don't miss out on anything. We've got more deck profiles, duels, pack openings, and many more Yu-Gi-Oh videos coming up for you all year round, so don't forget to stay tuned for all of that. Thanks, and as always, guys, happy dueling.